Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining our live. It's our very first LinkedIn Live, so we hope it's going to go well and that you can hear me properly. I'm the CEO and the co-founder of Zoe, and today we're going to do this in two parts. So in the first part, I'm going to go through some of the elements that make a good VR workshop, give you an overview of the features of our app and some other apps as well. And then we're going to jump into a quick icebreaker with the team here. And I'm just going to let them, introduce themselves very quickly, and then we're going to jump into the presentation. Let's start with Maria.
Hi, everyone. So I'm a co-founder also of Zoe. I'm a designer, just as my two other co-founders. I'm actually based in Switzerland, and here is where all the app development is done. So I work along with my fellow engineers, and we basically make sure that we have a very nice application.
Next up, Sylvain.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So I'm Sylvain. I'm based in Los Angeles, but I'm from Switzerland originally. I'm the design director, and I work with the team in Switzerland too, remotely. That's it. I'm turning 40 today.
Yes, happy birthday.
A little bit old.
Christian, go ahead.
So, hi, I'm Christian, lead software engineer at Zoe. I'm basically making Zoe work technically, and I'm based in Switzerland, working really close with Maria. And yeah, that's it.
Ben.
Hi everyone, Camus here. I'm Ben, and I'm a designer and facilitator. I'm based in France, and I'm working with Zoe to create a VR experience, creating templates, that kind of stuff. And I'm happy to be here. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Ben's gonna be our leader for the icebreaker. I'm also looking at the chat in the same time, so if anything comes up, I'll be here. So if I'm looking up, I'm looking at the LinkedIn chat. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick presentation, and during this time, the others will try to coordinate themselves to get in VR at one point, and we'll take it from there. So here we go. I'm learning how to DJ on LinkedIn. So, how to lead a VR workshop. This is going to be a kind of quick overview of what we've seen work. It's going to be a short presentation, just 10 minutes, because we actually want you to get a live sense of what's happening in the headset with the team. So this is going to be a short one. So first things first. What will you need? So usually we usually start these by talking about headsets and all the hardware that you need and the logistics. But what I want to focus on more is what you're actually going to do if you're doing a VR workshop. And first things first, for those who are not very familiar with VR, what do we mean with a VR workshop? So we basically mean a group of people meeting in virtual reality with a headset in a multiplayer session together and doing something. And so a couple of things you should focus on is, well, choosing the right activity, depending on your audience, depending on who's coming, whether it's, I don't know, high school students, or if it's corporate, or you're doing this with adults, then, the activity is not going to be the same in VR. Choose the right meeting platform. So obviously today we're going to talk about Zoe, but I'm still want to give you a quick overview of the other platforms out there. Everyone has pros and cons and benefits depending on the activity that you're trying to do. Then you're going to have to choose the right platform. And then lastly, a good agenda, meaning knowing what's going to happen. One framework that I like to use, and it's a framework from the D School, so you can look at their website. There's some information about it. It's called Create a POP, which is a framework on how to deliver remote workshops efficiently. It's normally made for, I think, video workshops, but we'll just apply it to VR. So the first one, purpose. So I would say, why is it so much better in VR, right? The thing that you really want to do is engage your audience. And so when you're thinking about the activity that is most relevant, think about why it's better to do it in VR rather than do it on Zoom or doing an audio. You might not all agree on this, but for me, it's very important. And if you've seen anything work for you, you can put it also in the chat for others. On our side of things, what is working really well in VR for us is when the audience is engaged in hands-on activities. So it can be from creating something to having a problem to solve. We're looking at design thinking. We've seen people do therapy sessions in VR with Zoe as well. Icebreakers are awesome. But you can do really a wide range of things, right? So when we're thinking about students, which we've done a lot of work with on our side, we've seen teachers use workshops in VR to have students create a piece of content about literally any topic, whether it's like math, science, language learning. We've seen them do reenactments of classic literature in VR. Language learning is also awesome if you have students from different backgrounds or that are coming from different languages. You can bring them together and start working on those. Or simple icebreaker. That's what we're going to do today. So it's just a fun group activity. We try to keep those short because VR, at least today, is still a little complicated if you want to do something long. So 20, 30 minutes, I think, is a good activity time. I've been invited to sessions where it was an hour and a half long conferences in VR, and honestly, it was not the best experience. Secondly, what are you trying to accomplish? So, that's obvious. What do you want your audience to do, and what are you trying to get out of it? So, an example for today, I kind of want my team to take a break from coding Zoe, and we have a launch coming up soon, and they never really have fun in the app because they're building it all the time. So taking 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes to do an icebreaker together is a good way to connect. And we're also a remote team, so if you have teams that are completely remote, it's a great way to get them together. And then lastly, the process. So how are you going to engage your audience? And there are different factors there. The process means what are you going to do during that workshop and in what order. So let's say you want to do an icebreaker first and then move into different groups that are going to build content. So make sure that you know which background you're going to use, which scene you're going to use. Maybe you need to know which 3D models and assets you want your audience to use as well. So you have to think about that. And then this also leads to choosing the right platform. And the process side takes a little bit of time logistically. If you're trying to engage an audience quickly, take the time to prep to make sure that when your users are joining, it only takes them a couple of minutes versus having them scramble for an hour to join, and then the activity is only 20 minutes. So as far as platform, I know there are many others out there. Feel free to share the ones that you are liking to use the most at the moment. And we all have different, let's say, focus and different areas. So graphic style, for example, is something that we sometimes overlook, but when you're trying to engage high school students, you might want to use a platform where, I don't know, the graphic style is something they're used to. So Rec Room is great for that. Altspace is great for that. If you're looking more at adults or corporate, you may want to do something like Engage, where it's more realistic. And then most of those platforms have different functionalities too. Some of them only allow you to bring in like kind of 2D elements and do post-it works and things like that. Some others allow you to play games. And now we're going to take a look at Zoe. And so what we're focusing on is allowing members to really create fully interactive content. So our focus is on creation and interactivity. And I'll show you a bit more now about how Zoe works. All right, so the idea is that we are going to start looking at some of the features of the app, and then we're going to jump in with the team in VR and see what's going on in there. Let's see. All right, and then first thing first, a mission. I think it's important for you to know what we're trying to achieve here. So our mission is to empower a new generation of builders to create, inspire, and innovate using immersive technologies. Our app has a couple of features. So Zoe is fully multiplayer. That's the focus. We also are not an open world. And that's one thing that is different between each platforms. In our case, you're creating a private session and private groups only for people that you choose. So it's good for education because you won't meet strangers in there. It'll be anyone that you invite. It is fully no code. So we have a whole automation no-code interaction tool where you can build in behaviors, and we'll show a little bit of that just right after in my headset. We have templates, and templates are great if you don't want to start something from scratch. You can just download them and then start using them for your workshop or your session. And then soon enough, we'll be collaborating with all of you to build templates and publish them on a marketplace. There's a web dashboard that's also good for managing people in the app. So if you can invite your members there, you can see what they're working on, etc. It's a good way to manage things when you're not in VR. We have an extensive library of 3D assets, about 400 locally, and then you can connect to other libraries, which I'll show you in a second. And then last part is cross-platform. So today we're focused on VR workshop, but we are also building Zoe to be working across all devices, including mobile devices, where you will be able to create exactly the same thing, sessions in there. Members will be able to create content and connect in VR and on mobile too. And so now features. So I did this pre-recorded this morning quickly for you. And after we do that, we're just gonna join the team on live. So I hope you enjoy that.
All right, welcome to Zoe. We are in one of the template scenes that you find in the application.
I can see the video is weird, so let me just pop up another one.
All right, welcome to Zoe. We are in one of the template scenes that you find in the application. So you can navigate around the space by grabbing the environment, and you can hit play to give a try at what that experience is like. So as soon as we press play, we can see that all the elements are animated, and this little scene is very simple. It's just about showing how to make an environment come alive. And what you can also do is edit everything inside this scene. So let's say that we want this asset to be in another place. We can just move it around and customize the scene the way we want. And you can also edit all the behaviors of everything that is inside the scene. Now let's take a look at the main menu. So here you have the account section, and into your profile, you can see what your avatar looks like, and you can randomize your avatar and change it until you like what you see. In the create section, you have the asset library. It has over 300 free assets in here, and you can also log into your Sketchfab account, and that allows you to access over 1 million free to use 3D models and also import your own. And here you have an audio tab where we have a lot of different sounds that you can use in your experience, from little sounds to music to effects, wind, useful things for building your experience. And the second tab here, you can see are the interactions. So when we look around us, we can see all those fishes, and the manta ray is moving in the shark. And so these elements handle those behaviors. And if we can take a quick look at one of them, you can see that we have conditions here and actions over here. This action makes the manta ray rotate around one of the objects in the scene, and it has no condition, but you can add one if you want. So you could say if someone touches the astronaut, then the manta ray starts rotating. So if we try that out, And now we see the manta ray is not doing anything, and we go and touch the astronaut. Now the manta ray started moving. So this is really the basic of how we automate behaviors in Zoe. And lastly, we're going to take a quick look at the project and scene panels. So the project panel allows you and all of your members to see all the projects in your workspace. So if you're working with a team or with students, you can see all your students' project into that panel. And here you can start inviting people into your space. So here you can add members here. You can either add them by their username or by their email. And once you click invite, it will send them an email invite. And once they accept it, they will be part of your workspace. Now, if we go in here, we can see all the scenes that are part of this project. And here we can see that someone is actually in the scene. When you see the little red dot here, we can see that I am in that scene. And when you collaborate with other users, the only thing that you need to do is to select a scene. And if someone's already there, it will prompt you to join that person into a multiplayer session. And so that's what we're going to be taking a look at with the team now. They are going to conduct a short icebreaker exercise and show you how it's done.
Hey everyone, I'm back. So we're just gonna pop everyone back in. Hi people, are you around?
Yeah.
Hello, Kristen, Maria, Ben. So we're gonna do a little thing where we put the streaming up. So it's not as good quality as my pre-recorded video, of course, but I think it's good enough that you can see how it is. So this is Sylvain. Hi, Sylvain.
Hey, I'm in the scene with my coworkers, Maria in green, Chris in purple, and the dark blue is Ben.
All right. Well,
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Ben, we're all yours. Go ahead and get us through this icebreaker.
All right, thanks. Hi again, everyone. That's my very first webinar in VR. I feel a bit excited, but it's going to be fun. Can you hear me well? Is it okay?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay, so we are in Zoe actually, and we are currently in play mode. That's the mode where you can move around and interact with the environment, and we are going to start like that. I'm going to walk you through this little icebreaker, and then we are going to switch to edit mode to build something and back and forth, and so you will see. So let's take a look around. So as you can see, you have like small spaces all around the scene, and it's kind of working station where everyone will go. We even added their name on top of them. And so this activity is a visual charade. So maybe you know already, maybe not. The idea will be to represent with assets from the Zoe asset library, one of your favorite movie or TV show. And so you will have like maybe 5 minutes to build it. And after we will have to guess which movie or TV show it is. It's an activity that is quite fun, especially in VR. And also it helps you to practice, playing around with 3D assets because sometimes it can be a bit hard the first time. So doing some kind of fun activity is a great way to get people used to moving 3D assets and that kind of stuff. So we are all going to take one spot. I think there is one for Sylvain, one for Chris, Maria, and myself. Emily is going to try to put a timer, maybe 5 minutes or maybe less, and we are going to build something.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
I'm not in the VR, so. But
No
I can,
worries, just let
I
us
can
know
observe
the
all the
timer.
things that you're doing.
And yeah. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to move to my station and we're going to be in edit mode and let's get into it.
And Sylvain, you can walk us through a little bit what you're doing while you're doing it. I think that's
Yes.
the thing. So
I already have a movie in mind. Of course, I prepared. So I will just.
you cheated. That's what you mean, right?
Sorry?
You cheated.
Oh, yeah, of course I cheated. So let's take the character here. can resize it. Put it on the ground. And if anyone in the chat already knows which movie or TV show it is, of course, feel free to comment. And I will need a specific object which I can search by typing the virtual keyboard.
So I don't know if you heard well, but what they're trying to do is they have 4 minutes to create the scene from a movie or a series, and then we're gonna guess what it is. What are you building? Sounds dangerous.
That's a bit dangerous.
Sorry.
Don't worry, we love dogs. All right, Sylvain, why don't you go take a look at what the others are doing?
Yes, almost finished.
It's a pretty fun activity, actually. It's simple, but it really makes it easy for those who don't know about VR too much, and then they're concentrated on creating something quickly, right? So it makes for a fun little activity. What's going on there?
A lot of palm trees.
We're not guessing yet, right? All right, we're not guessing yet.
No,
Not yet.
not ourselves, actually. Maria's doing something with buildings, cars.
Looks beautiful. I was going to create one for you to guess and the audience to guess before, but I didn't have time.
Okay, let's take a look at what Ben's doing.
Okay.
And so here, everyone's using edit mode to kind of build their experience. You can even add interactivity if they have time, but in 4 minutes, it's sometimes a little short. And Christian, seems like you're building something funny.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
It's just pretty engaging to do that, and it's fun because we're all, where some of us are in Switzerland, I'm in Los Angeles, in France for Ben, so we get to do this together.
Ben is doing a very complex movie right now. Scene.
All right, 1 minute because we want to guess.
No.
Even if you're not finished, it's fine. If you have any questions in the chat about the app or anything related to Zoe, let me know. I can answer them as well. What is that?
I hope it's going to work.
Do we
Gonna be
already
surprised. All right. Can I get? Are we good? Is someone really, really, really wants to polish their experience for a little bit longer?
Oh, it's okay for me.
Well, let's see. Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. You are done.
Ben's not finished.
I'll let Ben take it away again.
Okay, so we are going to switch back to play mode, and mine is not totally finished, but you can probably guess. All right. So let's start. I'm turning right. Let's start with Maria. I see a lot of things on this scene.
Oh.
So we are going to try to guess, and the audience also can try to guess. And maybe if you see the chat, what they say, you can tell us before we guess. It can be fun as well.
Yeah.
And Sylvain, since it's streaming, you have to go quite close for us to see what it is.
Yeah.
Actually, I have no idea. Is it like Avengers?
There's a dog.
Am I allowed to say some hints or?
I think I know.
I think I know too.
I'm not sure, but
Said Psycho. Psycho. Someone said Psycho in the audience.
Knives Out. No.
No. Someone said Knives Out.
I can say it's a TV show so that people don't think of a movie.
Okay,
So
I thought it was
Mm.
a week, but
Exactly. I thought same.
Is it Rex?
So there's a guy. Is it a guy or is it? No, we don't know.
Christian, you guessed it actually.
Oh yeah,
Who?
Rex.
Rex?
Yeah. Yes, Inspector Rex.
okay.
Oh, cool.
That's right.
Inspector Rex? Wow, I have never heard of this series. Anyone
Oh
else?
no.
It's a very
I
old
like it because Maria, she always has things that I don't know about. Good, a good list. Is that a good series?
Well, it's
Yeah.
just about a dog who is helping the. It's very old, really, but yeah.
That's it.
Awesome.
It's about a dog, so it's good.
Good job. All right.
Let's put another
Next
one.
up.
All right. Yeah, let's go to the next one, everyone. So we're going to Chris now. Let's take a look. Oh, I think this one, maybe.
Okay, I think I got it. Anyone in the audience want to say what this is?
Yeah, that would be
A little
nice.
closer, Sylvain.
Yeah.
There you go. So like I need glasses, but it's almost there. All right. I'm not gonna guess because it's too easy.
Remember, it can be a series or a movie. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see the lamp here.
Try.
Ah, yeah.
Say that.
Oh, sorry.
I can see the lamp. All right, I'll say it then. Aladdin.
Someone
Yes.
said it before. That's good. Good. Very good.
Yeah, I was not sure about the lamp.
Ooh, someone said I Am Legend for the other one. That was
Yeah.
smart. I would have
Freckleberry,
said that
yeah.
too.
Okay.
Psycho
Next.
is
Yeah.
maybe we'll see.
Very nice.
All right, let's go to the next one. So this one, this is quite interesting and it's quite minimalist. Actually, you don't have too much things. So let's see how it goes.
There's probably also a delay between the stream and what we're talking about, so I'm seeing the comments a little bit later.
Mhm.
Which is okay.
Yeah, maybe we can wait.
Who did that? Who's that one?
I did that. I did that before the
Oh, I know what it is. Okay, I'm not gonna say it.
before the stream. I did that.
Nice. You did this with a like antenna thing. Smart.
That's
Hmm.
go like
Ace
serious.
Ventura? Is that Daniel? Was Daniel?
Daniel in the chat said Ace Ventura,
Ace
but I don't know if
Ventura.
they're. Let's see. They're still at Aladdin mode.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
probably.
it's for anyone that's not
Okay,
able to
right.
see very well. It's a guy in a boat.
It's okay.
There's
Oh yeah,
there's a
someone guessed, I think.
There you go. Mark got it. Congrats.
Yeah,
Truman Show.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice one. Yeah.
That's near the
Okay.
end. It's kind of
Wow.
spoiler, so sorry for that.
I mean, it's a smart one. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
I like this movie. I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay, we got two more to go. And sorry if you hear my dog, it's like the VR. Let's go
It's
to
the German
next
Shepherd
one.
over there. It's red.
Oh.
We got this one. I'm not sure what it is. Like this is.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Ah.
Or maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I got it.
He told me,
Let's
so I'm not gonna say anything.
wait for the audience, I guess.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Well, but it's fun. So let's.
Someone
Citizen
said
Kane.
Psycho.
I'm not
Someone said it was Psycho about.
Could be.
It could be. I just know it's not. But
Yes. There you go, Jose Quiros.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Right.
what is
See?
it, Maria? What was it? Sylvain?
Edward Scissorhands.
Mhm.
Yes.
Exactly.
Excellent.
All right,
Yeah, good.
up to the last one. That's fine.
The most
So you will see some assets are still flying around. Sorry for that. It's not part of the scene, so you can. I think you can guess with the scene. Maybe, maybe not. Just take a look.
Wow.
There is a hippopotamus in their movie for real, or is it just random?
It's to illustrate the savannah.
Maybe in some of them, but not all of them. Actually, this is a hint.
All of them. Oh,
Oh, there's several.
there's hippopotamus
okay.
in the movie. I don't know.
There's
I
a guy
think
playing a bar.
it's.
Oh, I
Let
think
me
I know,
see.
but I don't know.
Jumanji, someone said. Jurassic Park.
Oh, maybe.
No? None of them?
I think on the stream the assets are a bit different because you don't see some of them. I'm going to try to adjust quickly. It's weird. But yeah, it's the good way. Jumanji, it's not that, but it's like.
Is it close? Is it like I don't
Oh.
remember now. I forgot. Something with a guy with a hat and a whip and snake.
Indiana Jones.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was going to say that. Is that it?
Yeah, it's Indiana Jones, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Someone said it.
Do you realize I don't
Someone said it.
even
Very
know
good.
how to describe Indiana Jones because I
Oh,
still
But you
haven't
couldn't see
seen the
there was a
movie.
snake and everything, but I think they were hidden, so somehow. Anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Someone
That was
guessed it as
fun.
well in the audience, so that's good.
I know.
Yeah, good.
Cool. Well, that was
Cool.
fun. I hope
Yeah.
everyone had fun. Stephen completely disappeared out of his frame because he's walking around in VR. This can happen. So as you can see, it's pretty quick to do a small icebreaker, and then we have different ideas for templates that we're adding in the app too. So all these little exercises are really easy and fun to do. And what I'm gonna do is kind of wrap this up, telling you a little bit about our roadmap, what's coming next, etc. And I'm gonna let the others rest a little bit after their VR session. Thank you everyone for joining. In the next live, I think we'll have some guests as well included, so that should be fun. If any of you in the chat want to join, let me know. And I'll see you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So hang in there. I'm just going to wrap up quickly, and then I hope you enjoyed that. So the last thing I wanted to show you is a little bit on our side where we're at. So we are launching in partnership with Meta end of October. Wish us luck with that. And then we're right away going to be working on mobile. We also have the marketplace that I mentioned that we're working on, mixed reality, and then monetization on the marketplace so that whenever you're hosting events or hosting sessions or workshops, you can actually monetize them and also monetize the content. All of this is a roadmap that is, we'll say, subject to change, but we might do in one order or another. Yeah, basically that's what we're focusing on. I think mobile for us is very important. So those who are interested in having early access of mobile, you can also reach out to us to apply, and we're basically testing it out now with a few groups who want to try it out. One other thing that everyone is going to ask me anyway is pricing. So let's get to that. When we launch, this is going to be our pricing. You have a free version that is free forever. You can invite up to 3 members in there. It's great for individual creators or for a group of friends. Or if you have just a few peers you're working with, you can create up to 3 projects at a time, and have all this information on our website. And then after that, we have some paid plans depending on how many members. Currently, we are actually live since this morning with pre-orders. So anyone interested in pre-ordering, we're offering 40% discount on the early licenses for a month. And we're going to do another event like this in a couple of weeks. And this time we're going to invite some external guests. One other thing that I want to mention is that if you want to keep updated on our, whatever we're doing, we're going to be launching a creator program soon. We have early access and a newsletter. You can just scan this little thing here, and I can also put it in the chat, and that will subscribe you to our news, and you can follow along all those interactive sessions. And I hope to see you in one of those soon as well. And lastly, keep the date because this is our launch event, so it's going to be fun. We're excited. We're working really hard to finish everything up, and we can't wait to, have you guys have that in your hands and start building great things. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'm on LinkedIn. You know where I am. And see you soon. Thank you. Oh, I'll add before I go, the recording will be put on my LinkedIn profile and then also send it over in the next newsletter because everyone has been asking. So yes, the recording will be here. Thank you.